Hey, what's up everyone? JSTCG here, coming at you with some Yu-Gi-Oh news. So, as you may already know, we have the Tyler the Great Warrior card. The only copy of it in existence is currently up for auction on eBay, and at the time of recording this video, it ends in about an hour and 40 minutes, maybe about an hour and a half left, and we're at 190,000, and I just wanted to take a moment and talk about this. Just for a short summary, for those of you that might not know about this card, back in the day, there was this child named Tyler, and he got to go through the whole Make-A-Wish Foundation thing where he was very ill and they selected him for Make-A-Wish, and he went back and forth and thought of a few things, and they settled on making this card, Tyler the Great Warrior. It's based basically off of Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, which is like my second favorite character, so yeah, that's really cool. I love the way that looks. But now that he is an adult, he survived the illness and is doing great, which is awesome. He has decided to partner with eBay and Beckett, and they got this card graded and it's up for auction. And he's gonna, probably start a family, buy a house with this money. 190,000's a lot. The auction's still not over, so it'll be interesting to see what this ends at. Now, personally, when I heard about this, I thought this was an awesome idea and a really once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Tyler himself and for whoever buys this card. I mean, this card could be in a museum, or, years and years and years from now, it could sell for even more, and then whoever bought it makes a profit. Like, there's a lot of interesting options that could happen here. But then it got me thinking, what would this sell for? Now, the first thing is this did come in as a 7 from Beckett, and that was surprisingly low. But the original case that it was in, I think just over time kind of did more damage to the card, just because we have some edge wear here. I think it was from the original case that it was sitting in for years and years and years, and the corners too, because that's kind of where like the case closed. But now it's in the Beckett case here. But the centering, a 9.5 is really good, and then surface is a 6, so there must have been some scratches or something going on with it. I'm not sure of the whole story, but Simo did a great video and documentary on this whole process, which was awesome to watch, so highly recommend, go check it out, but you may have already seen it. So anyways, this came in as a 7, and I started to think to myself, okay, well, it's not a 9 or a 10, which a lot of people probably assumed it would be because it was in a case its whole life, and like no one's ever touched it, no one's played with it. So, but unfortunately, like I said, the original case it was in probably did some damage to it, and after years of just sitting in a case, some of this stuff happens. So it came in as a 7, which isn't bad. It's still the only card in existence, and it's at a 7, so I mean, it is what it is. It's still cool. Yeah, I mean, a graded card like by Beckett or PSA, being in this style of case alone just validates its authenticity, and this just proves it's real. So like, having all this is nice, but it got me wondering, what would this possibly sell for? Now, my original guess was between 250 and 300,000, and now we're sitting at just under 200,000. So I was a little bit over in my prediction, but I really wasn't sure. I figured if this would come in as like a 9 or a 10, I could see it maybe reaching 500,000, but I think that 7 kind of hurt the value a little bit. But it's still like the story and just the whole artwork of this card and the history behind it is just worth the price alone. So at the time of recording this video, this might see 200,000, or maybe it'll end right below it. As you guys know, with eBay, like with auctions, it always comes down to the last minute or 30 seconds. People are getting last minute bids in. I don't know exactly how crazy that might be, if this will go over 200,000 or not. I feel like it might end maybe 195, maybe 198, but Or who knows, maybe it'll settle closer to 190. But regardless, this is going to be one of the most iconic and highest Yu-Gi-Oh purchases, I think, in history. I feel like there have been some really old school, unique Japanese card sellings. Like, I heard a story about like a gold-plated black luster soldier that's worth a ton of money. I don't know if somebody bought that off of somebody way back in the day, but like, this is definitely iconic, and it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future. Are we gonna know who buys this? Are they gonna sell it someday, and will it sell for more? Will it end up in some sort of museum or high-end collection? It's just interesting that this card is like out in the open again, and Tyler was able to share his story, and you know, it's a happy ending regardless. You know, $200,000 is a life-changing amount of money, so good on him for, you know, letting go of this card and changing his life, and this card changed his life in a lot of ways now. So really cool thing to see here. I just thought I'd document that. It's currently at $190,000. I have a feeling, you know, in the next hour or so, it'll go up. We might see 200, we might see more, but regardless, really cool story. Let me know what you guys think of this whole situation. I think it's pretty cool, it's pretty unique, and the fact that we all get to see this happen live on eBay is pretty cool. But anyways, guys, I hope you take care. Stay tuned for more Yu-Gi-Oh news, videos, deck profiles, openings, anything about Yu-Gi-Oh that I find interesting. I like to make a video about and talk about and share with you guys. So anyways, thanks again. I hope you all take care. Peace out and have a good one.